Hi there, this is Cindy Dion, a board certified hair colorist. Today we're going over sulfates and what they are and why they have a bad reputation and so many other things. A sulfate is basically a surface cleaner, right? You either need a Tide or a Woolite, and it's up to your stylist to ask you questions on how often you're shampooing your hair. Sometimes I'm a curly girl. I don't wash every day. If I do, my hair would be so dry. So I'm a once a week, maybe twice a week washer. So if I use a Woolite, it's not really cleaning my hair. Think about it. Your hair absorbs everything. The pollutions in the environment, water you shower in every day, minerals, metallics. If I used a Woolite on my hair, meaning like a sulfate-free, very mild detergent, because that's what a sulfate is. It's a surface cleaner. I need more of a Tide because I'm a once a week or twice a week washer. So I'm going to use something a little more aggressive because I need to get my hair clean. Now, if a guest is sitting in my chair and they have fine hair and they're telling me that they are an everyday washer, I'm going to recommend something that is more gentle, a gentler sulfate, like a sodium laureth sulfectinate or something like that. So they get a bad reputation because as stylists, we're not asking the proper questions to our guests. And we are, at times, not recommending the correct product for the individual that is sitting in our chair. That's where they get a bad rep. It's from us, really, because we need to ask the proper questions of how often they're shampooing their hair. Do they have color-treated hair? Is it highlighted color-treated hair? Is it deposit only color-treated hair? Each one needs something different. And that's where a lot of mistakes are made. So I'm going to break it down for you, because sulfates aren't bad. We just need to recommend them correctly. So I want to go over some questions to ask your guest, when they're sitting in your chair, a proper consultation. If you're running your fingers through their hair and it's, getting stuck and it feels like brittle and all of that sort of thing, a lot of times it's not because they need a trim. A lot of times there's so much stuff in there. So asking them how often they shampoo their hair. And then recommending, okay, well, they may have really hard water, so they need something that is more of a cleaning agent than something that is very gentle. So that's the first question I ask: how often do you shampoo your hair? And then recommend things from there. Is your hair color treated? If so, okay. Is it deposit only color? All right, I need to recommend something that's pH balanced. It may be a little bit more aggressive, but it has to be pH balanced and it has to be sodium chloride free. Those are the two things that can really fade out color and make hair brassy, and I call it blorange, That's what it ends up looking like. It's not very pretty. So I go from there. Look, I'm white. My hair, I wish I could show you my roots. I just got my hair colored. But my hair is white, and I do an auburn color on my hair. As you know, all of our color companies have told us, all of our reps, oh, red fades out. It's going to go brown. It's going to get blonde. Not if it's taken care of properly. As you can see, my hair is auburn. I have not put a toner or a glaze or anything on my hair since last summer, and it still looks auburn. But it's the way I take care of my hair. So Yes, red molecules can fade out very quickly, but if you take care of them, they can last. All right, so what is a sulfate? A sulfate is a surface cleaner. Most people don't know that. It's a detergent. You know, you have mild detergents, you have more of aggressive detergent. It really depends on how often that person is shampooing their hair. Why do sulfates get a bad reputation? Well, because really it's the marketing out there of how if a shampoo is sulfate free, it's determined that it's a color safe shampoo. And that is not at all the case. You can have a more aggressive sulfate in a shampoo and it be pH balanced to the hair, skin, and nails, which is 4.5 to 5.5, and be sodium chloride free, and your color will not fade. But you can have a sulfate-free shampoo that is not pH balanced and full of sodium chloride, and it is going to take out your color. Those sulfates don't really determine if a shampoo is color safe. What determines if a shampoo is truly, truly color safe is the pH of the product and is there sodium chloride in it. Now, I'm going to give you an example. You could have a sulfate-free, pH-balanced shampoo, but after the water and the detergent in the product, sodium chloride is present, it trumps everything. Sodium chloride is the most harsh thing you could use on your hair. It's an abrasive. Think about it. It's table salt. That's what sodium chloride is. It's salt. So think about how rough salt is. So you're putting that all over your hair and you're massaging it in and you're roughing up the cuticle. It's drying out your hair. It's taking color with it because it's roughing up that cuticle and being a little bit too, well, no, I shouldn't say a little bit, being very aggressive, and you're rinsing your color down the drain. So it trumps everything. Products need to be sodium chloride free. That is the number one reason color fades, is because they're putting that in there to thicken up the product and it's taking out hair color. But a sulfate is not a bad thing. It's needed to clean the surface of the hair. And there's gentle ones and there's more aggressive ones. It really depends on what that particular guest needs. All right, so let me know in the comments what you think about sulfates. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to learn new things, and I'd love to hear what people think. So let me know in the comments what your stance is on sulfates and all of that good stuff. And don't be upset with your product rep, okay? They're being taught the same thing. They're just passing on information that has been taught to them and they're teaching it to you. So it's not, they don't know either. You know, they're just going by what's been taught to them. So please let me know in the comments what you think about sulfates. If you have any other information, it would be well appreciated. Also, let me know your favorite products in the comments. Please let me know what works for you. I'd love to give a shout out to products that are working and that are keeping color in and are sodium chloride free and pH balanced. I would love to be able to recommend different products to, you know, people everywhere. So let us know in the comments what's working for you.